After the Great War, Europe was a continent broken in body and spirit. Economies were shattered, democracies were fragile, and millions were left angry, bitter, and desperate. In that chaos, three men rose from the ashes, promising order, glory, and revenge. They wore different uniforms, spoke different languages, but they shared one belief: that democracy had failed. This is the story of how Mussolini, Hitler, and Franco lit the fires of fascism and changed the world forever. It began in Italy. Benito Mussolini, a former schoolteacher turned socialist turned nationalist, marched on Rome in 1922 with black-shirted followers. He didn't seize power with guns, but with fear. He called it fascism, a new ideology built on nationalism, militarism, and obedience to the state. He promised to make Italy strong again, to crush communists, to restore Roman glory. And Italians, exhausted by war and chaos, handed him the keys. Germany's wounds ran even deeper. The Treaty of Versailles had humiliated them. The economy collapsed. Hyperinflation made paper money worthless. People burned marks for warmth. And then came Adolf Hitler, an Austrian veteran with fiery speeches and a tiny mustache. Hitler blamed the Jews, the communists, the traitors of 1918. He promised jobs, pride, and vengeance. The people listened. By 1933, Hitler was chancellor. Within months, democracy was dead. The swastika replaced the flag. The Gestapo silenced dissent. And the world watched and waited. In Spain, the storm came in the form of a civil war. Franco, a conservative general, launched a military uprising in 1936. His enemies were liberals, socialists, anarchists, all fighting for Spain's future. It became a brutal proxy war. Hitler and Mussolini backed Franco. Stalin backed the other side. Bombs fell on villages. Civilians were massacred. And when the dust cleared in 1939, Franco stood victorious, a dictator for the next 36 years. Mussolini, Hitler, Franco, three men who rose on promises of order and unity. But their empires were built on fear, on violence, on lies. Their rise wasn't inevitable. It came from crisis, from broken systems, from people willing to trade freedom for security. Let their story be a warning that when democracy is weak and fear takes hold, history can turn dark fast. Thanks for watching. Stay curious, stay critical,